Hey guys, Kristen Smith here, and I'm going to be doing an after release trailer reaction. Basically, I'm just recapping the trailer after I've seen the movie because I skipped the trailer. And I'm just kind of breaking it down, seeing kind of what was in there, if there was stuff that they didn't put in the actual movie, if there were things that I'm glad that I missed out on from the trailer as opposed to seeing it in a trailer. I got to see it live for the first time in the movie, that kind of thing. And then just reacting to it and hopefully reliving some of the magic, because I will be reacting to the Last Jedi trailer and I loved the Last Jedi movie. So I'm hoping that there's a lot of that magic in the trailer. I know that there was a lot of talk and speculation based on this, so I think that there's going to be a lot of stuff in here. And I tried to stay away from as much as I could promotional material and speculation videos and people talking about it. Like, I threatened friends with death, kind of, to avoid some of these spoilers. So I tried to take this very seriously. I really quite enjoyed myself when I was in the theater, and I had a lot of things that were complete surprises for me. So let's see what those things are that are in the trailer, and we will hopefully be reliving some of that magic from the theater. So.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Okay. Ugh, so good.
Something.
The music is
Just
awesome.
like me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I'm so glad I saw. Oh my gosh. Like the floating rocks thing, but like the breaking everything, that was specific to this trailer. And I'm so glad that I didn't see it beforehand. And that, like, that he's scared of her. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Let the past die.
And I didn't know he broke his helmet. Awesome.
If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Oh my gosh. And I'm that hesitation in the theater was so good. Of course.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down. Come on! This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
Oh my god, they showed that!
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Oh, very sneaky. Very sneaky. So sneaky. Oh man. Okay, so I don't want to make this spoiler, obviously. I do want to have my own spoiler review for it. I'll try and keep out as many spoilers as possible, but if you are watching this, I will talk about things that are in the movie, but not in great detail, only to say that, like, that was in the movie and I cannot believe that that was in the trailer, kind of thing. So first off, like, the visuals, I think, in this trailer are just, because those are, like, the visuals in the movie are just spectacularly good. There was some of that stuff with Snoke. I think the Snoke stuff in the movie makes some people mad. So maybe, like, the trailer, like, beefed it up a little bit too much. But I'm sure that was for a reason. And it was really cool. Like, the way that this trailer was cut was really interesting. And some of the stuff that was at the beginning of the trailer, they put near the end of the movie, and they mixed things up, and it was very interesting the way they did some of this. That song, though, I don't remember hearing that in the soundtrack, the actual song at the end of the trailer, or in the trailer itself. I don't remember hearing that. in the movie, and that's an awesome piece of music. It's just really cool. It's got the throwbacks, but it also feels very like dark and like ominous. Um, I don't think that they captured the full scope of the movie, at least in terms of how the movie feels. And maybe that's a good thing, but it could be a little surprising for someone who walks into the theater expecting a very dark movie. And while there are parts of this that are very dark, it's a funny movie in a good way. There's a lot of things that kind of break the tension up, and I think they use humor in a good way throughout the film. But I don't know that I was prepared for it to be as funny as it was. And if I had seen this trailer, I think I would have been even less prepared because I would have expected it to be something that it wasn't. Um, Overall, I think that this trailer actually did a pretty decent job. There were a few scenes in there that I cannot believe they put in the trailer. The scene with like Ray screaming was a part of the movie when that happened. I was freaking out in my seat, and I'm sure everyone around me was like, why the heck is she freaking out? It was in the trailer. Well, I didn't see the trailer, so I was freaking out. And it was so good in the theater though, that whole sequence, and just like I did not know that was coming. Like I thought my mind was in like 10 different directions about what could happen at that point. And the fact that they showed it in the trailer is mind-boggling. But just an iconic scene. Seriously, just a really cool scene that was in the trailer. It was a great trailer shot as well, but at the same time, I am glad I saw that one in the theaters for the first time. There were a few other things just with Kylo Ren's story that were in the trailer as well. Some things that, without knowing what the movie was, you would never know from the trailer what it was. But I know that there were some people who made a lot of speculations based on the trailer. So putting stuff in there, people do start picking it apart, and they can kind of start picking up some little story pieces. So I don't know specifically if I would have done that, but I do know a lot of crazy people who do. If you're watching it, I'm sorry I called you crazy. And so overall, there are some other things, like they really promoted Phasma a lot in the trailer from what I've seen, and then in the promotional tours and everything, they really made her out to be a huge main character, and she really wasn't. And I do like her character. I think she's interesting. The book that is based on her character, I know some people find boring, and I know some people find really interesting, but from what I've heard of it, I think it's a good part of her character development. The thing that bothers me is if you call someone a main character, they better show up for more than 5 minutes of one of the two movies. And in the first movie, she was completely underutilized, and in the second movie, again, completely underutilized. And I'm sure it had to do with timing because this was a very long movie, the longest Star Wars movie ever made. But that don't say someone's a main character and then put them in the movie for 3 minutes. Like that's not, to me, doing justice to someone who could have been a cool character. And if they had just said, oh yeah, she's, this person and she's important to Finn's background in these ways, but she'll show up in the movie, like, completely acceptable at that point because you didn't say she was a main character. There were other people who weren't kind of main characters who showed up more in the movie. And that's fine as well. It's Star Wars. They can do whatever the heck they want with whoever the heck they want. It's pretty much how it works. But they did not show a lot of Finn and Rose in this trailer. They also did not show a lot of Poe in this trailer, and those three characters have huge parts of this movie. They showed a lot of Leia and Ben's, or Leia and Kylo's interactions. I love that I saw that in theaters for the first time. Just that hesitation that he has in the cockpit of his TIE fighter, like that's cool. And I won't say what happens after the hesitation, but he does hesitate, and that's something that, like, you see that connection between mother and son, and then you see that he just has that one moment of hesitation. There are a few other scenes that, yeah, just they're cool character moments. And I do like the trailer. I think that it does create so much hype. Like, I'm super excited right now, if you can't tell. And I really wanted to see this movie again today for the second time, but I'm going tomorrow morning, so in, you know, whatever, 12 hours, I'll be watching this movie again. But I'm incredibly hyped to see this movie again. Visually, a stunning trailer. I loved the way that they did some things in here when they edited things that were very tricky, and they keep you guessing and they make you think that certain things are happening when they aren't. And obviously I did say that something was very tricky. I will not give any of that away, but they do a good job editing things to keep you guessing and to make you think you know what's happening, but you have no idea. As far as I know, they did not give away any major plot points in this trailer. There were some things in here that, just based on speculation and best guesses, could have been spoiled for you just from kind of people talking about them. But overall, I really liked this trailer. I think they did a great job. And Star Wars. So thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of this trailer. I know it's like late in the game, right? But, you know, if you also didn't watch the trailers, or if you did, let me know. There's no like correct way to do this, right? Like watching trailers or not watching them, either way works. For me, I prefer to go into the theater with a completely fresh slate, or as much of it as possible, for a movie like this. A movie that I've been looking forward for 2 years. I've wanted to watch this movie. Longer than 2 years I've wanted to watch this movie. And you know, when you have that kind of hype going into it, for me, I just don't need promotional material. I just want to go into the movie and watch it without having stuff that makes me think I know what's going on. So that's my personal way for it. Other people, yeah, other people do want to have that hype. They want to experience as much as possible. They want to talk about it and all this. They want to experience it before they go to the theater. Great for you. Not the way I like it. Other movies, I need to see more promotional material because I haven't been sold for 2 years on the film. So that's basically just my take on that. Thanks for watching, guys. You can check out my most recent trailer reaction right on over in that corner of the screen over there. And you can also subscribe to my channel right on over there, and I will be posting my spoiler review for The Last Jedi when I actually get to see it for a second time. Hopefully that will be soon. I'll thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video.